when you begin to murmur while you are in the wilderness, while you're going through a hardship, you are beginning to question his integrity. You are beginning to question his faithfulness in your life, and you're beginning to question his provision over you. That's basically what you're doing. You may be complaining to somebody, but basically what you're doing, you are painting God in bad light. You're saying, God, you're not able to do what you promised you will do. God, I don't believe in you. God, you lied to me. Your word is not true. You're not going to be able to deliver me out of this situation. It is our own faithlessness that causes us to begin murmuring and complaining. Can I ask you, please train your mouth. Guard your tongue. Discipline yourself so that the things that proceed out of your mouth, especially on a consistent basis, are not just murmurings and complaining. Let not your children hear you complain. In your season of leanness, maybe you don't have too much going on for you, and probably all you have to do is eat sukuma wiki and ugali for a whole month or for a whole year. It is so easy for you to begin to say, all I see is this ugali and sukuma wiki. But you forget to thank God that at least you have something on the table. Oh, come on, can we talk in this place? It is so easy for me to look at my neighbor or somebody who I know and say, Lord, why do I have to keep getting public transportation to get around? And yet so-and-so has a vehicle. In fact, they have two. I don't even know. Come on, can we talk in this place? It is so easy to begin to look at somebody else and feel like God has forgotten you. And the problem is, if you allow it to get into your spirit, you lose sight of what God is doing. That's why the Bible says, never despise the days of small beginnings. Because the moment you do that, when you begin complaining, what you're doing is you're saying, Lord, you're not faithful. Lord, I don't believe in your word. What you said, you're not able. That's why, notice what God asked Moses there. Is the Lord's hand too short to save? How many of you know that the words that proceed from the mouth of God shall never return to him void? It may take time. Between the promise and the realization of the promise, it may take time. I promise it will take time. But between the promise and the realization of the same, what will you do? Where will you be? Where will your heart be? Will it be complaining and murmuring? Or will you be waiting patiently on the Lord and saying, yes, there are things that I desire, but I'm in a season of waiting. I'm in a season of leanness. There's not much going on for me, but I know my Redeemer lives. I know at the right time he will bring me to my destiny. Oh yes, I may be jobless right now. I don't have finances and things are difficult, but I know my God will take care of me. My God knows. There's a song we used to sing a long time ago, for those of you who are a bit older. My Lord knows the way through the wilderness. Anybody remember that song? Because he does. He knows the way through the wilderness. Though I pass through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. As long as my hand is in the hand of the Master, it doesn't matter how difficult it gets. I ask you, please, do not despise the season you're in at this particular point. But the ways of God are not our ways. But in those times, be careful that you not begin to murmur. In those times when you don't understand, I ask you, just worship him. And say, Lord, I don't understand all these things, but I'll give you praise anyway. I don't understand what is going on, but I thank you anyhow.